Good morning, guys, or, well, good afternoon now because it took me so long to try and do my hair and I still don't think it looks good. So, I have a mess in front of me. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am doing a hybrid video, as you probably read in the title. I'm going to be doing my makeup because I'm doing a prom photo shoot thing today. Because I don't get a prom, maybe don't get a graduation. Anyways, so today Lee and I are going to Victoria Park to do a photo shoot thing. So I'm doing my makeup a little more than I usually would. I try to do my makeup most days even though we're in quarantine, just because it keeps me like on a routine. But I'm gonna do a little extra. I don't actually know how to do makeup at all, or hair apparently. I don't know any good techniques. I don't know the order you're supposed to do things in. I don't do a lot of things at all. On a normal day I do concealer, eyebrows, and mascara. So I'm not going to say what I'm doing as I do it, and I wouldn't recommend you follow it, but at the same time I'm also going to be telling you a story, and I thought that would be a little more fun because I'm not just sitting here talking. I'm actually doing something that might be hopefully appealing to look at. We'll find out. So we're just gonna get right into it, I think. To set the scene for you guys, we have family friends, and they have 3 daughters, one my age, one Lee's age, and one younger. So they've been kind of our best friends literally since we were born. I just have a mirror over here, just saying. So we usually go on a ski trip most years. We'll go on like March break or Christmas break. We'll go out to a resort, ski on the hill, maybe go to a couple different hills, depending. And so this story is from one of the resorts we were at. Now, I could be totally wrong. I think it was called Smuggler's Notch for anyone who's wondering, but don't hold me to that. That could be totally wrong. So we're at Smuggler's Notch, and this place is kind of different than a lot of the ski resorts we've been to before. It's like a little village type thing that's centered around the ski hill. So it's got like these little complexes where the guests stay, and then this like village around it where there's like places to eat. There's a pool. There's like a kids center where kids can go play and stuff, and they host like cool game nights and stuff like that. So one of these places in this little village around the ski hill is Teen Alley. Sam and I wanted to get away from our younger siblings. Now, we are the only ones at this time that are teenagers. We must have been like 13 or 14. So we were the only ones out of our group that were teenagers. So we were the only ones allowed in Teen Alley. We took that to our advantage and would use it to get away from our siblings sometimes. Because living in a 3-bedroom little complex for like a week, you get sick of them. So we go to Teen Alley one night, and there's like, you walk in, and there's like this, one of those walls that have like wheels on the bottom so you can move them around. That's to your right. There's like this long like bar type thing. Obviously they didn't actually serve drinks because we're all underage. We're like 12. So I guess maybe you could get like little snacks there or something. I don't really remember. I just remember this long bar with like bar stools along it. Behind the wall, if you turn right, there's a ping pong table, and then further on there's some other stuff where you can play games and stuff, and it's like not that different than the kids zone really, other than the fact that kids aren't allowed there. So Sam and I walk in. We're really excited to be there, excited to have a good time away from our siblings. We're like, let's play ping pong. Do either of us know how to play ping pong? No. Are either of us good at ping pong? No. We're just doing it for fun. It's a good time. So we're playing ping pong for a while, and this guy walks up, and he's got his arm in a sling like he broke it. Why he's at a ski resort with a broken arm, don't ask me, because how do you ski or snowboard with a broken arm? How do you swim? How do you do anything with a broken arm? It's not the best place for him to be. Don't know why he was there on this family vacation or whatever, but he's got his arm in a sling like, oh my god, that's too much. Like, he broke it. And he comes up and he asked me and Sam if we can play. So Sam is a little bit better than me. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. Sam is the girl that's my age. Sam is a little bit better than me, so I'm like, Sam, don't embarrass us. Play this kid. So Sam goes to play this kid, and they rally it back and forth a few times, and then he absolutely destroys her. He's got one arm. I don't even know if it was his dominant arm, but he absolutely destroys her immediately. We're like, how did this kid do this? It was crazy. So Sam's like, okay, Sarah, you give it a shot. Obviously, I suck. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm worse than Sam. How is this gonna go well? But I'm like, okay, bet. So I walk over. This kid beats me immediately. Absolutely destroys me. Sam and I are like, what the heck? So we're like, okay, beat both of us at the same time. So Sam and I play against this kid, and he destroys us. This kid has a broken arm. That's kind of embarrassing. But to make matters worse, when someone opens the door to Teen Alley, there's a little bell above the door that rings. So we're playing ping pong table. There's this wall separating, so we can't see the door, but we hear the bell ring. And over the top of this wall, because it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, pokes a giant mouse head. A giant mouse head. That is the thing you would least expect to see when someone walks into Teen Alley, is a giant mouse. But apparently, the ski resort had a mascot. The ski resort had a mascot. Why does a ski resort need a mascot? I don't know. Why is it a giant mouse that they chose? I don't know. But the ski resort has a mascot, and it's a giant mouse. He walks around the wall, and this is before dabbing someone up is a thing. But this kid in a sling dabs up this mouse. This kid, who is absolutely destroying Sam and I at ping pong with his arm in a sling, dabs up the giant mouse. And if Sam and I's jaws weren't already on the floor, they are now. Because it feels so surreal, like a dream. Like, that's not something that happens to anyone ever. No one goes to Teen Alley at a random ski resort with family friends and gets destroyed at ping pong by a guy in a sling, and then a giant mouse walks in. That doesn't happen. And this mouse is like, can I play around? We're like, yeah, sure, why not? So they walk in, and he's like, can we play? So Sam and I are already on one side of the ping pong table, so we're like, yeah, go ahead. He goes over to the side with this kid in a sling, and they play against me and Sam. And if Sam and I didn't get destroyed before, we get absolutely obliterated now. This mouse is almost as good as the kid with a broken arm. Let me just emphasize this really quick. This is a kid or an adult in a mouse costume where he can barely breathe and probably can't really see. And he's better than two teenage girls. And this is a kid with his arm in a sling. And he's better than both of us together. How does that work? Like, that's not a plausible situation. So anyways, Mouse Man leaves. Sam and I go home with a story to tell for, obviously, as you're seeing now, years to come. And we got absolutely obliterated by a mouse man and a small boy with a sling. So if you have a story that tops that, let me know. Anyways, so this is the finished makeup look. It doesn't really look like I did anything in this camera, but I did a little bit. Look a little more like a human. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my surreal mouse boy and sling story. I'll probably insert the pictures, some of the pictures from the shoot at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you would like. I wouldn't recommend following any of the steps I did with this makeup look, but I will link the products I use in the description below. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time I decide to post. Bye!